Alright, dudes, remember how I was telling you that sucky Pokemon trainers rely on sheer level to win? There's a little more to it than that. So it's like, darn, I don't like to admit it. Now, let's do a congratulations count here. So you've won, sincerely, congratulations. Congratulations count 1. You're the new Pokemon League champ. Okay. Gary, I'm disappointed in you. Blah, 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 blah. You've forgotten to treat your Pokemon with love and trust. Well, that and you captured a. I'll admit that most of his Pokemon were pretty good, but uh, he's still. If he switched Pokemon like I switched Pokemon, he probably would have been able to kick my butt. Let's see. Bond you share is marvelous. Come with me. Okay. Congratulations, Count. 2. This is the Hall of Fame. Blah, blah, blah. Congratulations, Count. 3. Like, within 20 seconds, he says congratulations 3 times. I always notice that. So, anyway, these are the Pokemon that won me the battle. Mr. Mime was the one who managed to keep the defenses up. Snorlax, he didn't do all that much, but he was capable of absorbing blows. Venusaur also didn't do that much, but he was able to. Look, if these guys were the same level as the Elite Force Pokemon, then they would have obviously done a lot more. Dragonite was pretty much the team all-star, and he was still, like, lower level than all of my opponents. Zapdos, he did what he did pretty well when he did it. Like, I couldn't raise him to level 51, so I was forced to hold him back, but, let's see, and who was the last one? Oh, right, Lapras. Lapras did really well. Like I keep telling you guys, don't get Blastoise. Lapras will come in handy later on. And, I mean, even not against the Elite Four, you still really you're really able to kick ass against all the other trainers in the world, like with 1 or 2 hits, usually just 1 hit, with the Pokemon team that I pull together for you. Let's see, what else? So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to end the review here or if I'm going to keep going because, once the credits roll, people consider themselves having beaten the game once they beat the Elite Four. And I'd say that's a pretty fair call to make because it does take a buttload of effort to beat the Elite Four if you don't practice it. What? Okay, hang on a second. Did you see that Pikachu was just put up there? Pikachu is not one of the 3 starter Pokemon. What's he doing up there? What the? Huh? Oh, did it? What the? Oh, it restarted my game. Okay, well, dudes, it's a good thing that I saved my game. So, okay, well, let's just see what happens. I'm pretty sure that it's restarting my game there, but what? I don't care. Was it green? Oh, okay. So apparently, what happened with this ROM here is it's kind of like the Pokemon Emerald ROM. There's a lot of Pokemon Emerald ROMs that are zooming around out on the internet that do not work like at all. You try to turn them on and they'll give you like the white screen of death and stuff. But the Pokemon Emerald ROM that I found a Pokemon Emerald ROM that does work, and it was really easy to find too. All you really have to do is go on YouTube and just find Emerald ROM. Really works. But anyway, the reason I'm bringing that up is at the end of that ROM, I think half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. That ROM will also say that your game is null and void and totally reset it, just like this thing just did. I've never had this problem before with ROMs. This is a first for me, and it really surprises me. But, you know, I think I can fix the problem. Let's check some of my previous save states. See. Oh, this was the one. This was the save state just before the Elite Four when. Remember how I was saying, I'm such a good trainer, I got this Arbok that I just caught on Victory Road. No, I mean, to some newbie, it may seem like an Arbok at level 44. Now, considering this Lapras is level 45, yeah, it's pretty close to um to me in attack power, right? Like in stats. But I'm glad I saved this game. I really am, because now I could face the Elite Four all over and stuff. Let's see, what were my other save states like? Okay, this was just before fighting Lance. I think that was the most recent one, actually. What's this? Oh, this was the one where I caught the Pidgeotto that was eventually gonna become the Pidgeot. And what's the? Oh, no, same one. What's this? Oh, this was the save state I made just before I did the little high pitch. Hey guys! And I'm tempted to test out this team, and I know that I could probably beat the Elite Four with this team also, but I mean it's so cheap. We didn't put any training effort into these three Pokemon. You know, it's crap. Why would anybody, feel like a good trainer if they have to use the three legendary birds to win? I mean, I guess you could turn it around and say, well, why do you feel like a good trainer, considering that you went up against the Elite Four and you made Dragonite do all the work? Well, I trained that Dragonite. I put a buttload of effort into that. But all right, so and this is the save state I did just before fighting Lorelei. So I mean, save often and use up maybe not all of your save states, but like five of them, like what I did. Um, okay, you know what? If I do continue this Let's Play, and believe me, there is more, I'll try to find a way around this ROM's apparent freeze and how it says you can't go any further or something like that. If not, I'm satisfied in saying that I beat the game by beating the Elite Four, because really, they get stronger, but there's not too much more to do afterwards. You you go into that cave place, you capture Mewtwo, and that's great. You got Mewtwo. Now the Elite Four suddenly becomes a lot easier to beat now that you've got the game's legendary Uber Pokemon. And then, of course, you can go to the other islands and you'll face tougher trainers there, but not as tough as the Elite Four. And then you can come back to this Elite Four and their Pokemon will have gotten even stronger. But by then, I'd probably have to level my Pokemon past 50, and I don't want to do that. Once I beat the game, what I always do is I take the Pokemon out that I want to keep, and first, I milk the game to its fullest. I find out what I can do, and I'd capture Entei. I'd get Entei, I'd find out where he is, use my Master Ball. You guys notice how I never use my Master Ball? I wouldn't use it on Mewtwo. I would find Entei and I'd just throw it at him, because I don't want to keep having to chase him around everywhere he goes. But once I have finally gotten all the stuff I needed done, what I would do if this was an actual Game Boy Advance is I'd take all the useful Pokemon in this game, including Clefable. I'd take Clefable out of the daycare, and I would trade them all to, like, let's say, I guess my Pokemon Diamond game, because you're gonna have to move it up in the systems. You can't. Nobody is going to stick around with the old Game Boy Advance Pokemon. They'll have all moved them forwards, where you can never get them back again. But these are really useful Pokemon to have in the future. So anyway, yeah, these guys, they'll do great against in the battle tower, even Mr. Mime. No, all these awesome things to have in the battle tower. If you ever go up against one of these, you'll know what I'm talking about. They're intimidating and hard to beat. Him, not so much. Not so much these guys, but you know what I mean. Anyway, thanks for joining. If I don't go any further in this game, if I can't get any further, this has been Let's Play Pokemon Fire Red, and thanks for choosing my channel. I know there are a bunch of Fire Red walkthroughs, I'll be back with my walkthrough well, Let's Play of Pokemon Silver version. So until next time, see ya.